looks good there. Okay, let's start. So welcome if you've just joined me. Before we launch into our practice, just want to make sure that you're comfortable and you have everything you need at hand. So you need a block or a cushion, a blanket. Perhaps if you're sitting down on the earth in Sukhasana, it brings more comfort and ease. You might want to have a footstool or some blocks or big books at hand, or a chair, so that when your hands are reaching towards the earth, you can place them on something solid. It will help give you more support. So if we can't reach the earth rises up to meet us. Settling into your easy seat, Sukhasana, legs crossed. Sitting on your cushion, grounding down through your sit bones, lengthening through your spine, lifting your crown up towards the sky. Let's roll our shoulders up towards your ears and then slide them down and away. Palms come face up in your hands. Just going to check who's not on mute so that I can ensure everyone's on mute. It looks like, let's just check, because I can hear someone's mic. Ah, there we go. Right, so everybody's muted now. Okay, let's get comfortable. We can still hear someone else. I'm just going to check because it will avoid. I think everyone's on mute. Here we go. Right, let's reconnect. Grounding down, rising up, palms face down or face up, thumb and ring finger touching today. So we're doing our Prithvi Mudra, the earth mudra. This is the seal of wisdom and seal of energy. So what it does, it guides our attention, our awareness to particular energy points in our hands. Helps to just focus us and connect us with our physical practice. Closing your eyes or gazing down towards the earth. Let's take a few moments here at the start of our practice. Bring your awareness to your breath. Notice the pattern of your breath, the natural rhythm, the rise and fall of your breath, the in and out, the ebb and flow, this natural rhythm of your breath. Notice the pace of your breath, the rate at which you breathe. Is it fast and irregular, or is it slow and steady? Notice the depth of your breath, the place from which you breathe. Are you breathing from up here in your upper chest, your ribs, or perhaps your abdomen? Notice how when you draw your awareness to your breath, it begins to change shape. It responds with effortless ease to your attention. Begins to slow, deepen, lengthen. Grounding here in our practice, finding our stable and secure foundation. So Astin or asana, which we translate as pose, actually means comfortable seat. So even when we're standing in our poses, we're connecting with this sense of being rooted into the earth, of being held and supported by the earth. A comfortable, easy, steady seat. That's the quality we would seek to foster and cultivate in our physical practice. And when our body is at ease, it brings ease to our mind. Our breath becomes steady. We're continuing to work with the element of earth today, seeking stability, security, certainty in this world of change. Let's take a full breath in through your nose and wash it out through open mouth. Inhale fully. Exhaling completely. 2 more full breaths like that. In through your nose, out through open mouth. Inhaling fully. Exhaling to release. 1 more time. Bringing your hands together at your heart center in Namaskar. Palms pressing together, thumbs at your heart. Opening our practice with 3 arms, the primordial vibration of the universe. Attach any meaning or significance that you wish to your practice, to each arm. So it could be for the present, the past, the future, for yourself, your loved ones, your family, your community. Inhaling fully. Exhaling fully. Inhale to prepare. Om. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Om. Hands to your eyebrow center. Namaste. And welcome. Thank you for joining me today. So we're going to continue with part 2 of our elemental series, Earth. We've worked with Surya, Agni, the sun, fire element. We've worked with water, Jal, water element last week, and this week we're working with Earth. Next week we'll be working with air, followed by ether and space. So we're exploring all the elements that make up our universe, our cosmos, that make us up. So from the smallest atom to the greatest thing that we can possibly imagine. So we're going to repeat some of the Prithvi Namaskar, the earth salutation that we learned on Wednesday, with some variation today. And we're going to add a warrior sequence, because that's, again, a very rooting, grounding, strong, stable asana practice. So we'll be working with that. So make sure you have at hand your blankets, your cushion, and your footstool or blocks, whatever you need to bring the earth up to you. So the earth always rises up to meet us if we cannot lower to meet the earth. Let's start off with our spinal warm up. So placing your fingertips on the earth, either side of you, ground down through your finger pads, lengthen through your crown, open across your heart, relax your shoulders down and away from your ears. Let's take a moment here. We're going to drop our head over to the right side. So bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Hold it there for a moment, lengthening and extending on the left side. You can add more by bringing your right hand to the side of your ear and drawing your ear closer to your shoulder. Now, this might already feel quite intense here. If you want to add to this, you can lift your fingers and you'll find the sweet spot where you feel it. So down here, you might not feel it. Up here, you might not feel it, but it might just be about here. This is where I can feel it here. So I know that I'm getting a very deep extension here. One more breath here. Then lower your left hand if it's lifted. Return your head back to center. Take a moment. We're going the other way. So let's drop our left ear towards our left shoulder. So you might stay here. Or you might bring your hand in to help. Your left hand on the side of your head here, drawing your ear closer to your shoulder. You might lift your right fingertips off the earth to find that sweet spot where it adds even more extension. So I know that I have lots of rowing friends joining me, so this is great for rowers. One more breath here. Return your fingertips to the earth, release your head back to center. We're going to do semicircle over to the right, gaze towards the right side. Inhale to center, let's look the other way, gaze over to the left. Back to center. So you notice that we're keeping our fingertips connected with the earth here. We're grounding down. We're going to come into a lateral side stretch. So we're going to go over to the right. So your fingertips can stay on the earth. You can bring your palm to the earth, or you can bring your forearm to the earth. Yogi's choice. Inhale, reach up with your left arm tall first. And then exhale over to the right. So you can bring your hand, your forearm onto the earth, onto a cushion, onto your blocks, your stool. So remember, the earth can rise to meet you wherever you are. And today I'm going to invite you to gaze down towards the earth. You'll notice that my hand is in Prithvi Mudra. My thumb and ring finger are touching, maintaining a connection here. So my index, middle finger and little finger are extended. Inhale through center over to the left. So again, bring your hand, fingertips, forearm to the earth, reach up with your right arm and then over. I'm just going to come off mine. Keep breathing into your side body, gazing down towards the earth. One more breath here. Then inhale back through center. Reach for my seat again. Give me a little bit of a lift. Hands at your heart. We're going to inhale. And as we do that, we're going to face our palms forward, reach above our crown, and gentle back bend. Exhaling back to center, down to your heart. Let's do that a couple of times with your breath. So we're going to move with our breath. Inhale to reach up. Exhale back. Inhale center. Exhale to your heart. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale back. Inhale to center. Exhale to your heart. Take your arms out to the side. Now bring your thumb to touch the base of your ring finger. Middle three fingers are extended and your little fingers are pointing up here in that Chatura Mudra we introduced the other day. So it looks like this. I don't know if you can see it. Inhale, reach above your crown. Exhale, float your arms back down to the earth. So I really have a sense that you're reaching out through your fingertips. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. So create an expansive movement here. Inhale to rise. Exhale back down to the earth. One more here. And then this time, as you exhale, bring your palms to the earth in front of you, coming into a forward fold here. When you've reached as far forward as you can with your palms, allow them to rest on the earth, then relax through your crown, your head, your neck and shoulders. Breathe into your lower back. Soften through your upper body. Stay connected through your sit bones with the earth and your palms. One more breath here in this earth pranam, earth prayer. Connect with your intention for your practice, your sense of security or stability that you wish to grow for yourself and your family and your community. We're now here in week 5 of the lockdown in the UK. And we're beginning to feel the effects of isolation, lack of a routine that we were familiar and accustomed to, connection with our friends, Inhale to look up, even those physical hugs that we used to have, we miss. Let's take a moment and we're going to cross our right hand onto our left shoulder and the other hand the other way, giving ourselves a little hug here. As you exhale, let's fold forward, dropping your chin to your throat, rounding through your shoulders, opening up the back of your heart space here. So this is a symbol for protection, but also being vulnerable. So you're protecting the front of your heart, but you're also opening your heart. So it's having trust and faith and opening ourselves up to people that we love and keeping ourselves safe at the same time. One more breath here. Inhale to rise up. Let's uncross your arms. We're going to come onto our knees just for a moment. So here, I invite you to either place your blanket underneath your knees, and then you can have a cushion underneath your ankles. So this might bring more comfort to your knees and ankles if you feel very stiff in those particular joints. You can also roll up a blanket and place it on the back of your knees. And that also brings a little bit of support and comfort. So find a variation that works for you here. So it's going to be different for everyone. Or you might be just sitting on your mat without any props. I'll use props today. Inhale, hands to your heart. Namaskar. Palms face up, reach up and little back bend. Exhale, fold forward, bring your hands to the earth, bring your eyebrows center to the earth. Child's pose. Take a moment here. Now I'm going to ask you, you might want to peek up and have a look at me, is to come onto your elbows. And then place your hands at the back of your head in prayer, namaskar, by bringing your palms together. So you're opening up underneath your armpits here. You might want to slightly walk your elbows forward. Take a look at me if you need. This is a pranayama as well, so part of the earth prayer. It also helps to create some space underneath our armpits, gives us extension to the side body. One more breath, hands on the earth, back in child's pose. And then inhale, begin to lift your head, your gaze, your heart, your hands come back towards your body. Let's remove your support if you have it, coming onto all fours. If you need padding under your knees, maintain that padding. Press into your finger pads, spread your fingers wide, lengthen your tailbone to the back, crown to the front. Inhale, lift your tailbone, dip your lower back, shine your heart. Cat-cow here. Just 3 cycles. So inhaling to lift your tailbone, shine your heart. Exhaling, begin to curl your tailbone, round through your spine, tuck your chin. Open up the back of your heart space. Inhaling, cat, Madhyasana. Exhaling, cow, Visualise. One more here. So we try to work in cycles of 3 where we can. And now let's reach back along with your right leg, tuck your toes. Keep a moment here connected with the earth. Now you can stay here, or you can lift your right leg so it's parallel to the earth, balancing tiger, Salutations. Staying here with both hands planted on the earth to maintain that connection, or shift the weight into your right hand and reach forward with your left fingertips so that your left arm is now parallel to the earth. One more breath here. Hug your navel into your spine. So you're still connected with the earth. Now you might feel unsteady here. Let's become more stable by engaging our core, reaching through our heel that's lifted, through our fingers that are extended. Exhale, hand and knee to the earth. Maybe shake your hips from one way to the other. And then turn to look to your right hip, creating a C shape, and then back to center with your gaze. Let's go the other way. Extend your left leg long, tuck your toes. Take a moment here to ground and connect with the earth through your palms, your knee and shin, the ball of your extended leg. One breath here, engage your core. You're invited to lift your left leg. Keep your feet flexed so that your toes are pointing down. You can stay here or shift the weight into your left hand and reach forward with your right arm. You can bring your hand into your Prithvi Mudra by touching your thumb and ring finger. Engage your core. Let's cultivate steadiness here. One more breath. Exhale, hands and knee to the earth. Shake your hips. So Muladhara chakra is connected to the earth. It's around here at our sacrum area. Let's turn and look to our left hip, creating a C shape with our spine. Back to center. Tuck your toes. Inhale, lift your knees. Rise with your hips to the sky. Mountain Parvatasana. Now let's walk our feet here. So pedal your feet. So one heel comes to the earth as the other knee comes in towards your abdomen. So as if you're bicycling here, swaying your hips. And then let's take a slow, leisurely walk up to the top of our mat, coming into a forward fold here. Bend into your knees. Inhale, reach back with your arms first, and then slide them forward, rising up through a little chair pose to come up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. So I'm going to invite you to turn and face the device if you have your mat. Whichever way your mat is, just face me so you can see me and I can see you. Now, where you are here, toes can be touching, heels apart, or feet hip distance wide. Find the variation that works for you. So you want to connect through your feet to the earth. So I'm going to take a steady pose here. Lift your toes, place them on the earth one by one. Bend into your knees to root down, and then inhale to rise up. Hands at your heart. We're going to take one Prithvi Namaskara variation here. Hands at your heart. Inhale, palms face forward, reach up, gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Twice more. Inhale, palms forward, reach up, gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more time, palms face forward, reach up, gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Adding on, arms come out to the side. Thumb goes to the base of your ring finger. Lift your little finger. Other fingers are extended, Chatura Mudra. Inhale, reach up above your crown. Create height. Root through your feet. Exhale, arms back parallel. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms down to your shoulder height. Inhale, reach up. And this time, as we exhale, we're going to hinge forward and bring our fingertips towards the earth. Bend into your knees. Now, fingertips arrive on the earth or on your footstool or on your blocks or on your big books. Or if you have none of those things available, land your hands on your shins. Take a moment here in forward fold. Keep breathing into your lower back. One breath here. We're going to rise from here by bending deeply into our knees and then reach forward with our arms, coming into chair pose. So, sideways so you can see me here. Hug your navel into your spine so you're engaging your Mula band by squeezing the center of your pelvis, engaging the Uddiyana band by drawing your navel to the spine. So you're activating your core here. See if you can lift your toes off the earth here. So just Look down and see if you can lift your toes, stay connected through your heels and the sole of your foot. You're just lifting the toes, gazing forward. Now arms can be parallel here or up by your ears. One more breath, I know you're feeling it. Inhale, forward fold, fingertips to the earth or your blocks. Relax your head and crown. One moment here, we're going to come into halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins or your thighs. Hug your elbows in, crown reaching forward, tailbone reaching back. One breath more. Bend into your knees. Inhale back into chair pose. And then rise up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Come to the top of your mat. Adding on. So we're going to repeat that sequence. Now we're going to a variation of the earth salutation. Hands at your heart. Inhale, hands reach up, palms face forward. Gentle back bend. Exhale to hinge forward into a forward roll. Fold, sorry. Fingertips on the earth. Don't do a forward roll. Fingertips on the earth. Inhale, rise into chair. Let's have a moment in chair. Keep breathing here. Don't hold your breath. Feel strong and steady. That's what we're cultivating in our earth practice today. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands on shins or thighs. Tuck your elbows, halfway lift. Crown reaching forward, tailbone back. Exhale, fold. Now everybody step back with your right leg. Tuck your toes so that you're on the ball of your foot. Here you are. So you're in this variation of low lunge and Janyasana, or you can bring your right knee to the earth and pad it with a blanket. Yogi's choice. Take a moment here. We're going to rise into warrior here. Inhale, hands reach up. So high lunge first. And then exhale, drop your right heel onto the earth. I'm going to turn around so you can actually see what I'm doing. Turn around and drop your right heel to the earth. So you're here in high lunge. Exhale, turn your heart, drop your right heel. Now check the angle of that right foot. Perhaps you angle it so it's at a 45-degree angle. Reach back with your right arm forward with your left arm. So you're going to be in this variation, ring and thumb can touch. Gaze over your middle finger of your left hand. Remember, I flipped myself around. One breath here in warrior two. Inhale, turn your gaze forward. Warrior one, arms rise up to the sky. Gaze ahead. Keep breathing here. So you're going to feel some tension here on this right thigh because you're creating this twist here in this hip. If that doesn't feel comfortable, what you can do is take your foot further apart. So the further apart you have your feet, the wider your stance on the mat, the more stability you might be able to create and the less tension you might feel. Here we are in warrior one. We're going to move into warrior one variation. So as you exhale, lean forward with your heart so that you're leaning at an angle here. Your arms are alongside your ears. Gaze to the top of your mat. You are going to feel challenged here. One breath here in this warrior one variation. One exhale. One inhale, and then let's rise up back to warrior one, traditional. Exhale, arms reach behind, coming into warrior two variation. Take a breath, release your right hand to your right thigh, flip your left palm up to the sky, exhale into Shanti warrior. Take a moment here. And let's now cartwheel our arms down to the earth, back to low lunge. Plant your palms on the earth and step back with your left foot, body parallel or half plank. So we're in this variation with the knees lifted or knees on the earth. Take a moment here. We're all going to come into Ashtang. Ashtang is bending your elbows in towards you and then lowering your knees, heart, chest onto the earth, tailbone lifted. Exhale, slide your knees away, abdomen comes to the earth. Moving into Cobra, press into your hands. Inhale, rise up with your gaze and heart. Relax your shoulders, Cobra. So you might be here, you might be higher up, it matters not. So remember, we work with our body, not against our body. One breath here. Moving into mountain, press through your hands into the earth. Come onto your knees, tuck your toes, rise into mountain, Parvatasana. Take a full breath here. Now we're going to do, we're going to step forward with our right foot. So you can bring your left knee to the mat if you choose, and then step forward with your right foot. Or you can step forward by bringing your right knee in towards your chest and keeping that left leg lifted. We're all back in low lunge. We're going to repeat the same warrior sequence now on this side. Inhale, rise up into high lunge. Take a moment here. So we're going to turn our heart and drop our left heel to the earth. And then take our left arm behind, right arm forward. Warrior two. I'm going to turn again so that you can see what I'm doing. So gaze over the middle finger of your right hand. Left arm is reaching back. Here you are in warrior two. Feel strong here. So connect with your foundation. Check what's happening with your body and your alignment. See how you feel. Are your feet firmly connected with the earth? Are your muscles engaged and active? So you're really rooting down from your hips down, waist down. You're really rooting and grounding from your waist up. You're lifting and extending. We're going to shift into warrior one. So inhale, turn your heart forward, arms rise up. So remember, if you need to widen your stance, widen your stance. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Maybe you wash out the breath through open mouth, nobody can hear you. One more breath here. Now we're going to come into warrior one variation by reaching forward with our heart and our hands, coming into this angle. Gaze to the top of your mat. Feel strong, purposeful here and determined. All qualities associated with the element of earth and the sign of Taurus. We're in the new moon in Taurus at the moment. One more breath here. Inhale, rise into warrior one. Exhale into warrior two. Take a moment here. Drop your left hand. Flip your right palm up and over. Shanti. And then exhaling, let's cartwheel our arms down to the earth, coming into low lunge. Take a moment here. And we're going to step forward with our left foot to meet our right foot. Back at the front of the mat. Here we are in forward fold. Take a moment. And now as we inhale, bend deeply into your knees. Reach forward with your arms, coming into Utkatasana, chair pose. Take a moment here. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Challenging sequence. Take a moment here. Breathe fully in through your nose, wash it out through your mouth. Let's take 3 more full breaths here, washing them out through open mouth in your own time. And you'll notice how your breath has returned to a much steadier pace. Take a moment here. We're going to do the sequence again. I'm sorry. We have to do it on both sides. So we're now going to work on our left side. Come to the top of your mat. So this is a variation of Prithvi Namaskar. And you're like, it wasn't like this on Wednesday, Kelly. Yeah, it was much nicer on Wednesday. So this is a challenging variation, adding on with the warrior sequence. So come into your Utkatasana at the front of your mat, hands at your heart in prayer. Inhale, reach up, palms face forward, gentle back bend. Exhale, hinge forward, coming into a forward fold, fingertips on the earth or hands on your shins, wherever you can connect with the earth. Relax your head here for a moment. Inhale, we're going to shift into Utkatasana chair pose by bending into your knees, reach back with your tailbone, and then reach forward with your arms, either alongside your ears or parallel to the earth. So come into your variation of chair. So sit here as if you're sitting or about to go sit in a chair. Your thighs will be engaged. Imagine you're squeezing a block between your legs here. That will help activate those muscles. One more breath here. And exhale, fold to the earth. Relax your head, neck and shoulders here, halfway lift. Inhale, hands onto shins or thighs. Tuck your elbows, crown reaching forward, tailbone back. Exhale, fold. Now we're going to step back along with our left leg. So remember, you have the option of here in this variation of low lunge, knee on or off the mat, yogi's choice. Take a moment here. And then we're going to inhale and rise into high lunge. Again, for high lunge, you can have your knee on or off the mat, yogi's choice. However, when we transition into warrior, we're going to want to lift that knee off the mat. Steadying myself here. Gazing ahead, finding your focal point. Now let's open up towards the side of our mat, dropping our left heel on the earth. Arms coming to warrior two. So right hand reaching forward, left hand reaching back. Connect with the earth through your feet here. Feeling strong, purposeful, determined. All those qualities associated with the element of earth. One more breath. We're going to turn our heart to the front, arms reach up, warrior one. So your body has a memory now, it knows where it's going. Exhaling, reach forward with your crown and heart, arms alongside your ears, this variation of warrior one. Breathe deeply. If you remember Ujjayi breath, ocean sounding breath, victory breath, that constricted breath at the back of your throat, making the ha sound, use your Ujjayi breath. One more here, inhale into warrior one, exhale warrior two. Take a moment here. I'm going to drop our left hand, flip our right palm up and over. Shanti just for a moment. And then let's cartwheel our arms to the earth, coming into low lunge and Janyasana. And then let's plant our palms on the earth and step back along with our right foot, plank. So your variation of plank, body parallel, knees on or off the earth, yogi's choice. Now all together, let's bring our knees to the earth, bend our elbows in towards us, untuck our toes, bring our heart and chin down towards the earth, tailbone lifted, Ashtangasana. One full breath here before sliding your knees away, bringing your abdomen to the earth. Press into your hands that are on either side of your shoulders, tuck your elbows, inhale, rise into Cobra, Bhujangasana. One breath more. Pressing into your hands, rising onto your knees. Lift your tailbone after tucking your toes into mountain Parvatasana. Full breath here. Now we're going to step forward with our left foot, So you can bring your right knee to the mat if you had your knee on the earth previously, or you can keep that right knee where it is. Bring your left knee in towards your heart, left foot to the earth between your hands, low lunge. So you'll be here or here. I'll show you with my knee on the earth. Inhale, hands to sky. High lunge. One more breath here. Now we're all going to move into warrior. So if you have your knee on the earth, lift your knee, plant your heel on the earth and rise into warrior one. Again, I'm going to gaze ahead, find your drishti, your focal point. Take a moment here. Now let's open into warrior two. Full breath here. Turn your heart to the front, warrior one. So you're probably feeling quite warm. You're like, you sure this is not a fire practice, Callie? The reason we're connecting with the earth is because of our connections through our legs. So we can feel quite unsteady when we're balanced here. We can feel as if our connection to the earth is not secure or stable. So we, with our thoughts and our energy, direct our awareness to our feet into the earth. Exhale, reach forward, crown, heart, and hands. This variation of warrior one. Not here for long. Inhale, warrior one again. Exhale, warrior two. Drop your right hand, flip your left palm. Inhale, Shanti. Nearly there. And then let's cartwheel out, hands to the earth. Lift your heels by rotating on the ball of your foot. Here you are. Walk. And we're going to step forward with our right foot to meet our left. Inhale, forward fold. We're going to come into chair pose, so you know, bend into your knees, tailbone reaches back, hands lift. So your hands can be parallel. I'm just going to step back from the wall for a moment, or up by your ears. And then let's inhale to rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Oh, take a moment. Now let's do those 3 breaths to wash out through open mouth, to return your breath to its natural rhythm. Inhale fully. Inhale. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come onto your knees. Sit on your heels and then come onto your right hip. I'm going to invite you to come into deer pose, the seated twist. So you're on your right hip. I can't do it this way. You stay where you are. I'm just rotating so you can mirror me. So your right shin is parallel to one edge of the mat. Your left shin is parallel to the other edge of your mat. Your right foot is near your left knee or thigh. So you've already created a little twist here. So we're rooting down and grounding down here through our Muladhara chakra. So it's here, our energy center, connected through our sit bones, our pelvic area into the earth here. Now you can stay here. This might be enough for you. You can also place a cushion if your knees lifted. That will give you a little bit of support there. If you want to add on, inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, let's turn over to the right and bring your fingertips to the earth. So you're connected here. Think of all the points of connection between your body and the earth. So you have a deep connection with your right hip and sit bones, that right leg, the left leg, your feet, your fingers. You can stay here, Or you can walk your hands away from your body and then bring your eyebrows center to the earth or onto your footstool or onto your cushion. Coming into a deep twist here. Maintain that awareness with your points of connection between you and the earth. So we're not focusing on the twist here, we're focusing on the connection with the earth while we're in a twist. So this represents what happens when we go through change and turmoil, that we are still rooted and grounded. Even though we may lose sense of that connection, we are still rooted and grounded. So this is about bringing awareness back to our solid foundation, even where our body is going through a very challenging sequence or deep twist. One more breath here. Inhale, lift your gaze. If you're on the earth, walk your hands back towards your body. And then inhale back to center. Let's counter twist over to the left just for a moment. And then back to center. We're going to go the other way. So let's bring our legs in front and switch them over. So now our left shin is in front. Our right shin is parallel to the other edge of our mat, creating this zigzag shape with our legs. Again, if your left knee is lifted, you can place a cushion or a blanket underneath it. You might choose to stay here. Or exhale and turn over to the left with your fingertips on the earth. And that's probably enough. Or you can lower to the earth and come into a fold here. You can rest your eyebrow center on your palms, backs of your hands, or directly on the earth. Yogi's choice. So remember the points of connection between you and the earth. Three full breaths here. I'm giving you some moments of silence. Remember to connect with your breath. Inhale, lift your gaze. Walk your hands back towards your body if you're on a forward fold there. And turn back to center on the exhale, counter twist over to the right. And let's come back to center. We're going to come onto our abdomens here. So where we are, we're still here on our left side. So let's just come onto the abdomens here. Your hands are on the earth to help support you. So you have your eyebrows center on the earth. Your toes are connected with the earth. Feel the connection between your hip bones and your pelvis with the earth. Going to move into that variation of locust. So we're going to maintain and keep our hands here by our shoulders. Our elbows are tucked in. And we're going to lift our right leg off the earth. Keep it there. Exhale, lower your right leg. This is Salutations variation. Inhale, lift your left leg off the earth. Exhale, lower. Take a moment here, so you might come onto your right ear and take your arms alongside your body, palms face up. Rest here for a moment. If you know Brahmari breath, honeybee breath, you can make a honeybee sound here. It's through closed lips, making a buzzing sound. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, humming. Turn your head back to center. Bring your eyebrow center to rest on the earth or your blanket. Hands at your shoulders again. Fingers spread wide. Remember, let's create as much connection between our body and the earth here. One breath here. Now let's lift our right leg. Engage your core, lift your right leg off the earth. Now you can stay here, or you can bring the sole of your left foot and support your shin with it. So take a little peek at me if you wish. So you bend your left knee and place the sole of your left foot underneath your right shin. One more breath here. Exhale, lower your legs to the earth slowly and with care. One breath here before we move on to the left side. So you can lift your left leg, and that's enough. Or you can bend into your right knee and place the sole of your right foot underneath your left shin. One more breath here, whichever variation you're in. Exhale, lower your legs to the earth with care. Let's turn our left ear onto the mat and make a honeybee breath. Arms alongside your bodies, palms face up. Inhale fully. Exhale, honeybee. Inhale, head to center. We're going to roll over here onto our side and straight onto our backs. Bend into your knees if you need. Place your feet flat on the earth. This will help you release your lower back. So this might feel like enough, or you can hug your knees in Utkatasana. And that is very relieving. You might even want to roll on your lower back here. Take a moment here. And when you've had enough, place your feet back on the earth. So your knees are bent, feet are flat on the earth. We're going to move into a supine pigeon or a figure of four here. So arms are alongside your body, palms face down or face up, whatever feels more relaxing for you. Tuck your chin in slightly. Inhale, lift your right knee and place your right ankle on your left thigh so that you create a figure of four with your right leg. Turn the right knee out and away from you so that you can feel it in your hip here, so that you can feel that you're working here. Now, this is stage one, and you can be really happy and comfortable here. In fact, chill out here if you want. If you feel like you don't want to chill out too much and you want to try it, you can thread your hands behind your left leg, lift your left foot to the earth. Your left hands can go to the outside of your left shin and hug in that left leg. You are going to feel a deep sensation in your right hip here. If it feels too strong, bring your foot back to the earth. Keep maintaining awareness in this right knee. So you're going to be in one of three places: your feet on the earth, your hands at the back of your left thigh and hugging in, or the hands round the left shin, hugging in. Keep turning that right knee out wherever you are. We are all experiencing similar sensation in our right hip. One more breath. And release your left foot to the earth. And from here, with this figure of four, we're going to release our knees to the right. So our right knee comes to the earth. So we're maintaining this figure of four shape in this twist, lying down twist, variation of Supta Matsyendrasana. So your right foot is still on your left thigh. If your right leg isn't anywhere near the earth, it doesn't matter. You can always place a cushion underneath it, or just allow it to hover here. One more breath here. Let's wash it out through open mouth. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Engage your core. And then let's bring our legs back to center. Uncross that right knee. Hug it into your heart first, and then place it on the earth. And did you know that earth and heart are an anagram of each other? And if some of you joined me for Instagram Live yesterday, we were working with the heart, deeply connected to the earth as well, even though in Indian philosophy it's connected to the element of air. For me, the heart is about trusting the earth to hold us and take care of us, nourish us, nurture us. Let's bring your left ankle to cross onto your right thigh, left knee turning out, figure of 4, or Supta Kapotasana, supine pigeon. Again, you have option of staying here, hands wrap around the back of your right thigh, foot lifts, or they wrap around your right shin. Keep turning your left knee out, keep your foot flexed. That left foot is flexed and active as well. Breathe deeply into the areas of tension. Feel the points of connection between you and the earth. So notice where you are supported now, where you are held, the whole length of your spine. One more breath here. Supta Kapotasana. On the exhale, release the right foot to the earth. Open your arms out to the side and let's drop our left knee down towards the earth. As we do that, we turn onto the inside edge of our right foot. So we create this figure of 4 on the earth. That right foot is sort of angled away from your body. So you just allow your legs to drop and your body will fall naturally. All things will fall into place. One more breath here. Inhale, center. Hug your left knee in. And then release both legs along the earth. Let's rest here in Shavasana for a few moments. Arms away from your body, legs extended, chin tucked in slightly so the back of your neck is lengthened. Closing your eyes, dropping down into your heart space, connecting with the points of connection between your body and the earth. I'm watching over you here as you rest in Shavasana. Imagine that you are a seed landing on the earth from a great oak tree, taking root here in the earth, planting your intentions. Know that you are safe and secure. Know that the earth will nurture you, protect you, and provide for you. But that in turn, we also have a responsibility to the earth, to protect the earth. Three more breaths here. Begin to take awareness to your fingers and toes, gently curling and uncurling, furling and unfurling, wriggling your fingers, wriggling your toes. And on your next breath in, take a big stretch, spread out, reach out through your arms and legs. Then hug in everything, hug your knees, hug your arms, hug yourself here. Some self-care, self-love. And then reach overhead with one arm and roll onto that side, whichever side you're on. Take a moment there in Sleeping Krishna. And then pressing into your hands, helping yourself rise up into a comfortable seat, your Utkatasana. And when you're sitting here comfortably, either on your cushion or your blanket, let's bring your fingers into your Prithvi Mudra, so thumb and ring finger touching, and palms face up or face down on your knees. We're going to close our practice with our 16-second breath and then our mantra. So do you remember the 16-second breath is a square breathing? Vritti, it's called equal parts breath. So we inhale for 4, 2, 1, up one side of the square. Hold the breath in for the other side of the square, 4, 2, 3, 1. Exhale down the third side of your square, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out for the fourth side of your square, 4, 3, 2, 1. So back at the start. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath in, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you're just visualizing this breath. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out, 4, 3, 2, 1. And return to your natural breath. We're going to do our mantra, Om Prithviyai Namaha, calling upon the qualities of the earth, Mother Earth. We'll chant it 3 times together. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Om Prithviyai Namaha. Om Prithviyai Namaha. Om Prithviyai Namaha.